everyone, how you going? My name is Joel. Today we're going to be building a hardwood Merbau deck. We're going to be using treated pine for the frame, and yeah, watch along and hopefully you learn something. Cheers. 3. We're going to start by getting our height right at the door entry. We've got a 90mm decking board, which is 2 packers. They're 10mm packers, so we're going to fix our height. You'll see them there just above the bearer, and we're going to get that level, and we're going to work our way all the way around the perimeter. So you can see the packers there, and then I'll pin this to the wall just with some screws. It's just temporary. I'm working solo on this particular job. As I've worked my way around, I've pinged the string from one side all the way to the other. Now that's going to be super tight, like a guitar string. So when I run my timber to join those two pieces, all I have to do is put it on at the string height, and I know it's going to be perfect. So now that's been done, we're going to start attaching our bearers through the center of the perimeter. So we're using Joice hangers here, and we're attaching them with clouts. I'll put a link in the description for the clouts, but you can see I've got at least 5 clouts on each side of the Joice hanger, and we're going to separate them at about 1.5 maximum because we're using a 140 by 45 treated pine. This will change depending on where you are in the world. Where I am, I think the limit for 140 by 45 is actually 1.6. So just make sure that you're staying under. This deck wasn't engineered anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but this is a pretty solid deck, to be honest. And then it's time for the joists. So here's a bit of a time lapse of me slapping them in. This is actually a full day's work. I'm actually putting one side joist hanger, and then I'm screwing in one side with 100mm Battern heads. So you can see that, right? Oh, I had to put some posts in actually because the weight of all the joists, actually the deck starts to sag a little bit, and I haven't even put the posts in yet. So by attaching these braces, it just holds the deck, gives it some support until I put the posts in. So just keep going along with the joist hangers and the 100mm Battern heads on one side. You'll see if you look carefully, it's a bit quick, but I'm putting a joist hanger on the left side here, and then I'm using my impact driver to bang in some 100mm screws on the other side. And the reason for that is just because I can't get access. I'd like to just do Battern heads on both sides if I could. Actually here I'm installing the bolts to the wall. So you'll see I left out those joists along the right hand side. That's because I won't be able to get my hammer drill in there to put the dyno bolts in against the wall. And then here I'm having to do double joist because there's no access for a drill because the existing joist is in the way. And here we're waterproofing the tops of the timber. This just stops any water that goes through the top of the decking boards sitting on top of the timber. Just gives it a bit of life. Some people might like to waterproof the entire deck. I mean, it doesn't even rain here where I am. This is probably not even necessary, but you know, the client appreciates a bit of extra work. And that's what it should look like when it's all finished. Still need to put the framework, the posts in, sorry, which we've just done here. So yeah, same thing with them, you know, 1.5, 1.6. I think here I've done them at 1.5, not exactly, but close enough. It's all under 1.5, and I've just slapped them in and put some Battern heads in on the side of them. Usually I'd like to tuck them in underneath, but this being a low to ground deck, I don't know, it's not a huge deal. So now it's time to start the decking boards. You want to make sure that you're staggering the cuts. So here you'll see no more joins within 5 boards of each other. So if you put all the joins in the one spot, it's going to look like crap. So this is what the deck should look like once you've cut it all in. I haven't even screwed anything down at this point. It's all just sitting here. I've overhung everything. We've got joined ends nice and square. We're square cut against the house, and we just overhang everything. So I'm going to start by doing the edges. I'm going to put 1 screw in. I'm going to space it out with 5mm packers in this case. You might want 3. And then we measure from every side, making sure that every fifth decking board is square, and then I'll run a string line right across. So you can see here that I've pinged that string in, and that's square. So from one end to the other, say for example, is 1200, and then the other end is 1200, and then we ping the string from end to end, and then I'll screw that board off. So now I know that they're square, and we'll do that for the whole deck. So every 5 boards for the entire deck, I'm going to ping a string, and we're going to make sure every board is square with the first board and square with the wall the entire way. So you can see there I've only put 1 screw along the edge to hold them in place, and then now I'm starting to pack out the middles. So if you've squared off the 2 end boards, when you pack out the middle, it should be on that string line. So you can see here I've started to pack the middle, and I'm packing now every second joist. So preferably, I'm not going to have to do every single joist, because if the boards look good and they're all straight and I've got every 5th board on that string and everything's square, it's going to save you a lot of time. So at this point I've started to screw off. Everything is straight. Yep, see, straight lines. So now at this point I've screwed off absolutely everything. All my lines are dead straight. I've got the odd little packer in there just to fix up any spots, and at this point I am actually looking to cut off the edge. So the whole deck's being screwed off at this point, and now I've run a line that sits about 2 or 3 mil past the original bearer on the outside, run through and cut it with the saw, and that's about it. Then the deck's pretty much done. You can attach your facer timber flush with the outside. We've got straight screws, everything's looking smart. And that's done. Ready for a painted sealer now. So that's a hand screwed deck. Absolutely freaking perfect to me. Look at that. Beauty. Beauty.